Hey everybody, welcome back to the Adventure Archive. This is going to be our last stream of 2025 because tomorrow is New Year's Eve and all that. So we decided we'd kick it up a day early to not miss 2 weeks in a row. So if you're here, Bunny Cat likes to see you. Thanks for hanging out. And anybody else who decides to join. But let's do actually before recap, there was actually, I got to thank Patrick, the developer of the Foundry system, because there was a massive Dragonbane update. It went from like version 2.6.1 to version 3. I haven't had a chance to mess with all the new stuff, but I know the Dragonbane soundtrack was included, so you don't have to hunt it down and plug it in. There's a ton of, like, I think, character sheet improvements. There's font improvements. There's... God, what are some of the other crazy ones I saw? I can't remember now. Anyway, go check it out if you're running Dragonbane on Foundry. There's a lot of quality of life things that have been vastly updated. So thank you for your work, Patrick. Appreciate it. And thank you to Noel and Andreas, official Dragonbane soundtrack guy, for the tunes you are listening to right now. So check out their links down below in the description. We'll do a brief recap, and this one's going to be short because the last 3 sessions have been fully combat. Hey, Grandpa's here. What's going on, man? And I felt like combat kind of waned. You guys found some prisoners who were locked away, and you discovered that 3 of those men, anyway, were Dregel's not bodyguards, but I guess kind of bodyguards. The guys who were protecting the caravan before it was robbed by this band of hobgoblins. And the problem is, though, they cannot join you in battle because they are malnourished, they are starving, they're thirsty, they're weak. So they're not going to be much help in battle. They're kind of hanging back right now. After you guys told them to go, hey, go find your way out. The way is clear. And they're kind of a little trepidatious about that because... they just got jumped by a bunch of hobgoblins. You also found 2 dwarves who were locked away in another cell. Couldn't understand them. They only speak Dwarvish. I think Gwydion tried to speak to them to no avail. So it's all gibberish. It's all Dwarven gibberish right now. However, they're hanging back as well. And then you guys tried to do a very short rest. And, we got Finbar. What's going on, Finbar? But it was interrupted by another hobgoblin he retreated from battle only to wait until you guys decided to get comfy and come back. But you dispatched of him pretty quickly and rushed your way south to discover 2 hefty hobgoblins, let's call them. These seem to be like little mini bosses of some kind. And Dagwood, he went head on. He fell, but thankfully Brian had a healing potion to bring him back to life. And then Gwydion charged in right after him. I guess Magnus, you weren't here last time, and I think I think they had you hang back because you were out of willpower points. So that's where you are. But if you would like to move forward or anything else, like, let us know. But I think that's where we're going to start tonight. Before we get combat, Magnus, I guess let us know, since you are controlling him yet again, what do you think he'd be doing right now? Hanging back with the prisoners because he's out of juice, or trying to support the party in some other way?
Honestly, he's probably hanging back. He's probably going to be trying to talk to them. Or at least try to understand them.
Yeah, so why don't you just, I guess, give me a languages roll really quick as you were trying to talk to the dwarves, and we'll see if you can understand what they're saying. Oh, we got a success! Okay, so before we continue this combat, you do learn, they're kind of speaking, you're not understanding it completely. You're able to get enough of their phrasing out to understand what they're saying. And you learn that they were captured long ago by these hobgoblins who were in these caves. And they were shackled as well. thrown into a dungeon, which is pretty obvious. That's where they came from. But they were promised freedom if they're, let's see, what does it say here? Oh, yeah. So they were basically promised freedom if they were to supply their captors with weapons and shackles and things like that. So that's where they've been this entire time. And they seem to be both fascinated and kind of frightened of you because, again, you're this massive tree creature, very much hunched over in this tiny cave. And, but that's what you learn of them. That they've been here a long time. They were forced into labor to forge weapons and shackles for any prisoners the hobgoblins might capture, which includes these 3 guys.
They haven't been helping us fight at all?
No. They're weak too. So they're very thin, thinner than any dwarf you've ever seen. Usually dwarves are pretty hardy, muscular. Their frames are quite withered. They still have a very like prominent, skull structure with the big beards and stuff, but they're weakened, definitely.
So I'm gonna hand them one of my unlit torches and a ration for them to kind of split amongst themselves, and hopefully they kind of get the idea to help us fight, or at least they can defend themselves.
Okay. Yeah, so you give them the 2 guys who are kind of standing close together. Actually, I should probably move them close together. And they greedily take it from your hands. And some of these other gentlemen over to the side, they're kind of sitting up against the wall, nursing their wounds, and they kind of spy what's going on over there. And then one of them calls, "Hey, any more for us? We're weak too, my friend."
Well, who am I to deny someone in need? And yeah.
The giving tree we have.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to hand over another ration?
Yes.
Okay. All right, the guy closest to you, his name is Irvid. He takes it, and the guy next to him starts to kind of reach over and wait for his portion, and they kind of start hashing it out. Okay, so while that's going on, or has gone on, it was kind of a little bit of a backward thing. I think who had the last attack? I see Joey, I see you are selected, but I can't remember if you attacked or not.
Let me see.
Yeah, I guess scroll back up. I should have done a recap. I'll catch up on the chat if there's anything going on in there.
I hit myself by mistake.
Ah, so that is the last thing you did. So I guess it would move on to...
Oh, yeah, I'm down.
You're down?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't even realize you're down. Okay. Oh, yeah, because you have 1 successful death roll.
Yep.
Jeez. Okay. Well, shit. All right. Well, I guess that's going to bring us to Dagwood then. So you see Gwydion fail spectacularly, hitting himself in the close confines, just going kind of berserk on this hobgoblin, hitting himself instead and dropping to the ground. What would you like to do?
Oh, okay. So that beefy hobgoblin's still up.
He is still up, and he's kind of looking. He's cackling standing over Gwydion's fallen body.
Real quick, first, because I did go down also. Do I need to do that thing to see if I have a major injury?
Oh yeah. Shit. Thanks for reminding me. So why don't you roll against Con, and we'll see if you gain after Brian revived you. We'll see if you gain some kind of lasting effect that you may need to get healed. Oh, look at that. 2 9s. Wow, that's exactly what you needed. So no need to roll on the table. Lucky you.
I think it's our night tonight.
Yeah, it seems like it. Seems like
I predict tonight's going to go very smoothly.
All right.
Okay, so I think that Dagwood is going to step forward.
Okay. So you step
He's
over
gonna
the
go-
hobgoblin's dead body.
Yeah, he's going to go right here,
Okay.
just so that he can. And then he is going to remove his last healing potion. Can I feed it to Gwydion?
Yeah, that can be your action. Yep.
Okay. So he will unstopper a healing potion and then pour down your throat.
Then your gullet. Okay.
Roll 2 6s.
Down your
Yeah,
gullet.
roll 2d6 and we'll see how many
Give me
points
12.
he
Bet.
regains.
Let's do it.
It's gonna be 12. You said it's gonna go smooth.
It is.
Half of 12. I mean, you know. So you get 6 hit
Could've been
points
worse.
back. You're back on your
All right.
feet. I guess technically you're prone, but you're gonna get back up free action.
Yeah,
Unless you get attacked first, and then you're on the ground still. We'll see.
true.
Okay, so that
But I
is
did.
your-
I removed that healing potion. I removed it completely from my inventory. So that is it.
Okay. So you are this is the end of the round, and I remember telling you guys that I'm going to let you know before a new round starts if there's any other kind of things you can or can't do, you know. Nothing? Okay. So we'll move on to this is round 5. And this is okay, it is the hobgoblin's turn first.
I swear. He gets me.
He sees you with your eyes open. And he's very frustrated. He's
My
not a fan
eye
of
open,
this.
you mean?
You're right. I forgot you were wearing a patch. That is true.
Yeah.
So he actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna roll a D because I'm curious if he's gonna. You know what? No, never mind. Forget it. He's gonna attack you.
So real quick question.
Yeah.
Before you do that.
Yeah.
Does Gwydion need to make a con roll now?
Oh,
As
yeah,
he
I
is
mean, might
revived, or is that on his
as well.
turn?
No. Go ahead and just do it, and we'll see. He has life in his body, so he is okay. He failed. So why don't you roll a d20 on the severe injuries table, and we'll see what happens. Okay, you got a 10, and a 10 is what? Concussion. So you have a bane on all skill rolls based on intelligence. Healing time is d6 days. So why don't you go ahead and roll a d6? I don't think you don't really rely on intelligence that much, do you, anyway?
Not in the game or in real life.
Okay, it's going to take 6 days for you to not be baned on intelligence rolls. I wonder if there's a way we could like remind ourselves of that on
I'll just make myself angry, and then I'll write it in my wait a minute. There should be.
Oh, I see.
There's an injuries tab,
Oh, there you go.
but I don't know how to access it. It doesn't let me do anything with it. If you look at the last effects tab,
let me actually search really quickly for concussion.
oh, it's like maybe in the item list and you drag it onto me.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Let's see. Yay, it is. All right. Bam. There you go. Oh, well, we already rolled d6, so let me edit that. There we go. 6. So
Was
yeah,
that
it looks like
Are you sure you don't want a changed personality?
That'd be a good one. Be like a new character. Okay, so now your injury is in your thing, and it should.
Patrick's awesome for making that part of the character sheet.
Yeah. Heck yeah. All the stuff's in here now. Again, I will read the change log in detail afterward, but I just discovered it before we started streaming. Anyway, okay. So this guy is trying to strike you with his spear. And you are on the ground, so he's going to get a boon. You can, however, still dodge an attack even if you're on the ground, though, so keep that in mind.
I ain't too good at getting out the way. Damn, you got a double boon?
I know. What the heck? How did that happen? Oh, it probably already calculated it.
Yeah. That's
See,
probably
Patrick's,
right.
he's one step ahead of me. All right. Regardless, he would have succeeded anyway. So, would you like to attempt to evade this roll, Sir Gwydion?
Yeah, I may as well.
Are you going to use one of your heroic abilities, or are you going to just straight up do a regular evade?
I don't think I can. I don't. Well, I have 3 willpower left, but I'll just try to evade. My evade actually isn't that bad.
So, Grandpa, to answer your question, I was thinking I was going to do a die roll between if the hobgoblin saw that Gwydion came back to life, or he's pissed off that this big cat rolls in and like heals him. But then I decided he's probably observed Gwydion is quite a formidable force, and so he wants to keep him down. So that's why I ended up not doing the die roll. But
That makes sense.
So you did succeed with a 2.
Yep.
Okay, and that is
Get
your
that shit out of
turn.
here.
That is your turn. How do I mark a turn? Action? Oh, I think that does it. Yeah, so that's another thing that was updated with the year 0 engine is there's these little icons, and there is a new one that is called action. So that's going to be a handy way for me to, remind myself when someone's gone already.
Oh, is that the one that looks like the play button?
Yeah, a little play button. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's going to be helpful.
So fancy.
Well, you haven't gone yet, Dagwood. Did you click on yours? Oh,
Yeah,
saw
I
click.
clicked on it.
Oh yeah, because you haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
You don't want to go up. You don't want to go up your turn, right?
I was like, should
Okay.
I click that? Yeah.
All right, so now we are going to pass by Joey, unless there's anything you can do, right? You've already gone.
Let me see. What was... No, don't use it. I want to read it. I wanted to see... No, okay. Defensive is to parry an attack without using my action. I don't have anything for using evade. What is that? Like fast footwork or something? I think Brian has one. Yeah. Okay, so yep, nope. I have to use my action, so I'm done.
Okay. All right, so next up is going to be Brian. What would you like to do? You are right outside of the bearskin that is spanning the cavern, while your other 2 companions rushed in, and you hear all kinds of battle erupting on the other side.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I scrolled up, and I think I'm able to use my bow again. I've like wrecked it times, but I think I'm using it again. If I step here, do I have a line of sight to this guy, right?
So you're on. Yeah, you have to cross over that threshold. Yeah. Yeah, you can see this hobgoblin thrusting his spear at Gwydion, who is rolling out of the way right now.
Okay.
Kicking up cave dust.
Okay. I'm gonna try to hit him.
Okay, so you're gonna try your bow. Go for it.
Obscured by token. Oh yeah. So okay, never mind. It's fine.
Gwydion's technically on the ground, so.
Oh. Wait, what happened?
It rolled you with a bane automatically.
Yeah, it rolled you with
Why
a
is that
bane.
not showing?
Why is it not showing?
I couldn't see my roll, so I'm refreshing.
Oh,
Gotcha.
you want to give her? If you give her the 17, she
Oh
hits.
my god, I got a 20. What the hell?
Well, what's the first roll? That's the thing. So the first roll is
17.
What was the first roll? 17. Yeah, so you do succeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me trash this.
God.
So you're gonna have to roll the damage manually since it's not gonna be, register as an attack or as a success.
That's a 1d10 plus 1d4, I think.
Okay, so 7 damage.
Yeah.
All right, let me deal this damage. Okay, so you shoot right over Gwydion's fallen body and pierce this hobgoblin through his shitty leather armor, and he screeches in pain and narrows his eyes at you.
Oh,
Just as it is, you're gonna take off. Okay.
Yeah.
Just as it is Dagwood's turn.
Okay. Dagwood is going to head over. I think this is the closest we've been to this door, this closed door. What does that look like?
It is is it an iron door? Yeah, it's an iron door, but you do spot a keyhole on the front of it.
Okay. The beefy hobgoblin over here, is he backed up into a corner, or is there more space like behind him?
No, he's backed up into this cavern nook. Yeah, you have him pinned down.
Cool. Okay. I'll go ahead and attack him then.
Okay.
So, stab.
Okay, he can't do anything.
Okay, so damage.
The Midnight Dagger. Okay.
Oh, that should have been Bane. Let me roll one more time just to make sure. Because
you got to roll like a 19, right, or a 20 to fail, right?
Yeah, that's. I mean,
There's still a chance. There's still a chance.
There is a chance. It could happen. I'll just roll it just to see if just in case.
Nope. Success.
Okay. He's good.
All right. So 4 points of damage.
4 damage on him.
Okay. So
he's gonna stay there. He's not. He's gonna keep this guy blocked in.
All right. Your blade rakes across his leather armor and draws blood, and he shrieks out, kind of stepping backward. You can see sweat just beating up on his brow, and his eyes are widening as he sees that his end is probably near and there is no escape. Yet still, he fights again. And Gwydion, did you get up? Or are you still on the ground? I guess that's what you could have done. Well, we don't want you to have gotten up because that would have given Brian a bane.
Yeah, no, I didn't get up.
Okay, so you're still on the ground. So, you are still there. All right, so he's gonna still attack you, the biggest person who is in the room currently. Well, I don't know. I guess that's debatable. Dagwood's kind of a big boy.
I'd be the easiest to hit, though.
Exactly.
That is not a debate. Dagwood is definitely the biggest guy in the room. He's bigger than this beefy hobgoblin too.
That's fair.
Okay, so you are already prone. Okay, a 12 is a success. Gwydion, you can attempt to dodge again if you'd like.
Oh, man. Does anybody know if I can parry from the ground? Is that a thing?
I think you can. I don't have the combat rules handy though, but let me.
I got it. Let's see. Parry. When hit by it, yeah, I'm looking at it. Attack rolls damage. Can't parry and dodge at the same attack. You can parry while prone. Okay. I will parry. And I'm going to use my ability defensive to parry without using an action. So we'll click that.
Okay. And let's see what your parry is. This should be a pretty easy success unless you roll terribly.
Yeah,
an opposed roll.
Parry, roll.
Oh, yeah. Total success. So, yeah, he thrusts his spear forward again in the last second. Ching! You bring your sword up, knock it against the cavern wall.
You still roll damage because you might break my shield.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. You still roll the damage.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you're using your shield. I didn't even realize that.
Mm-hmm. Holy shit.
12.
It doesn't break, but damn.
Yeah.
My durability is 15 on the shield.
Okay.
Half the shield.
That was a close one. It could have happened easily. He just rolled he didn't roll too bad. Well,
No, that would have put me back down.
Yeah. I'm just looking all he rolled. Okay, so that's his turn. Use defensive, which is a free action, as you mentioned, right?
Yeah.
So you're up. So I'm guessing you want to stand up.
Yeah, I'll stand up. I'll target this bastard. And I will swing bada with Elrin's blade. Slash roll. Jeez. Roll damage.
Oh, and after you, I'm going to go back to Magnus. Sorry, Magnus, I forgot about you. I know you're not in combat, but we'll see if you want to do anything. Okay, so you roll... Holy shit, 15. This is probably going to cut him down. Yeah, so you cut him down. His lifeless body flops to the ground in a pool of blood. And...
I start drinking it. I'm just kidding. I don't.
Ravenously.
What are you doing?
Violence. I'm doing violence.
Okay, let's go back to Magnus really quick as the blood is still fresh. The guys around you are eating heartily. They kind of they're all leaning into the direction where the sound of battle is coming from to the south. They've eaten their fill. What are you doing right now? Are you kind of just hanging out?
So this guy, he's down, right?
Oh yeah, this guy's tied up. I forgot about that. And for the stream, let me move the camera up so you guys can see what's going on. Yeah, this guy, he's hogtied basically. I know he was tied up by either Dagwood or Gwydion, I can't remember. And he's knocked out. Yeah, he's knocked out.
He's knocked out. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So yeah, he's not quite useful in this situation.
Yeah. You just hear this death screech echoing through the cavern to the south. It does not sound like Brian, Dagwood, or Gwydion. So you think it's a good sign?
Let's see. I don't have enough willpower to do much. So I think I'm just going to continue to hang out with these guys and see if I can try to convince them to help us fight.
Okay. So the dwarves, while they do look to be somewhat satiated, their wounds are still fresh. You know, some are scabbed over, but they're still pretty weakened. Okay, so we'll move back down to the rest of you guys. So yeah, the body falls. Dagwood, you're facing down with this this iron door that does have a keyhole. Also, I should probably describe the rest of the room to you guys, just in case you've forgotten. So it's a pretty similar cave chamber that you've seen, that you've been walking throughout. However, there is the sleeping pelt against one of the walls, and then which is to... Can't see it. Where is it? Oh, it's to the east, I guess. And oh wait, maybe that's the one that's right up the north. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There is also a barrel with 2 mugs sitting on top of it that you can see to the southwest.
Gwydion will inspect the mugs on the barrel. He'll look and see if there's anything in them.
Okay. So you take a look at that. And yeah, they're half filled with some kind of alcoholic beverage of some kind. You sniff it. Smells like it could be wine. Which
he
would
drinks
be,
it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
It probably makes you thirsty.
Yeah. Yeah, you drink it. It tastes both foul and good at the same time. It burns your throat. There's also...
I drink the other one, too.
All right, you down it. Yeah. There's also this tree stump right dead center in the middle of the room here. It appears that these hobgoblins have been using them as like stools or something. But yeah, it's random that there's just like a tree stump right in the middle here of the room. I think you've seen them in other rooms before. But yeah.
So picture this is what happened. He pulls his blade out of that hobgoblin, wanders over to the barrel, picks up a mug, pours that into the other mug, picks that mug up, sits down, plops onto the stump, and he's just drinking whatever that is with the sword of Elrin stuck in the ground beside him. And he looks weathered and tired as hell.
Yeah, you've been through the ringer.
Yeah. So that's what Gwydion's doing.
Does the door, the iron door here to the south, looking at it, would it open inward to us, or would it open inward to the room to the south, whatever's on the other side of the door? Can we tell?
Yeah, I will say, you take some time to inspect it, and it looks like it probably opens inward to the other room that you're not in.
Okay.
So it's going to push away from you. Yeah.
Dagwood might go over and grab the other mug, and not with anything in it, and he'll go and try to sit down on the next to Gwydion. Did you sit on the stump or next to the stump?
I don't think you did. Did you sit at all?
Yeah, I just did a whole thing about it.
Oh, I missed the stump.
I couldn't remember if you sat next to the stump or on the stump.
Yeah, we'll say I sat next to it. That's cooler. Like I'm leaning against it.
You're leaning against it. So it is a little stump. Yeah. So you're kind of your hand is on the top of it, like you're laying on a bar stool or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dagwood probably sits on your hand, but he sits down fully onto the stump, and he's going to try to take a little bit of a breather.
Gwydion won't even care. He'll just be like, "It's whatever. It's fine. We're all tired."
All right, so Dagwood
is probably like 2d6 damage of what I did to your arm.
The weight,
yeah. Dagwood, yeah,
it just kills you immediately.
Yeah, you plop down on this stump, and the bottom of it falls out.
Oh, really?
So you almost fall into it. Well, I mean, I guess maybe one Dagwood butt cheek is all I could
think it was me.
Yeah. So the top falls down, and you kind of, I guess, get off it. You're not stuck in it or anything like that. And when you turn around, you see that it is hollow on the inside.
Oh.
And you completely shattered or broke the topmost wooden disc of the stump that was acting as like a lid. And you see a bag down below.
Within reach?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll grab grab the bag and pick it up and open it and see what's inside.
Okay, you look inside, and inside you find 6 gold coins and 130 copper coins, just jingle jangling at the bottom of this sack.
Jingle jangle.
Nice. Hey guys, I found some coin. We can divide this once we're out of here. And he'll just throw it
Yeah.
into his pack.
let's see how the division goes. Okay, what about Brian and Magnus? While all of this stuff is going on, what are you two guys doing?
Once Brian hears that things have calmed down, she'll poke her head in, make sure everyone's dead, and then come in.
Everyone?
Well, not everyone.
You're not dead. We'll fix that. Okay. Yeah, you walk in. You see, Dagwood getting off the stump, searching inside. He's pulls out a bag, and I guess Gwydion is kind of looking. And you guys are standing among these two fallen hobgoblins who were wielding spears, but they are now both lifeless on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Brian also kind of looks like a hobgoblin. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's right. You did scare one of the prisoners into thinking you were a real hobgoblin last time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just going to walk into the room. Anything else?
Do you guys think we can rest here?
I think we should at least try. I'm not sure how much further, especially Gwydion here, who's died several times today, and I've died once.
You guys
we should try. Have we seen any more stumps around inside of this?
Yeah.
Since we've been in here,
I'm over here.
Yeah, Magnus is like, I heard that.
At this point, the dwarves are like just taking your branches and like it's basically the giving tree. We're near the end of it with Magnus.
Yeah, the last time you saw stumps were when you first entered the cave some time ago. There was a little bit of a kind of a guard room, a little guard outpost kind of thing going on. And there's some piles of hay and stuff like that, but it looked like the guards were probably using them as stools.
I'm guessing that they did not hide the pearl. It's inside one of those stumps near the beginning of this area.
Yeah, you guys never technically checked those stumps. But yeah, those are the only other stumps that you guys have seen. Well, I guess the other one is the one that was in the jail cell with the two dwarfs. They were eating a chicken. There's a chicken parts all over it.
Yeah.
But I think that might have been it that you guys have seen anyway so far.
Can you manipulate a lock so that it cannot be unlocked? Like, could I mess with this lock to temporarily stop anybody from the other side from unlocking the door and opening it?
Ooh. Man.
That's my fear. If we try to rest, that something is going to just walk in and start combat again.
Yeah. So you're going to try to
we could jam it somehow.
Jam the lock somehow. Yeah, I guess I could give you explain to me do you have a plan in mind of what you're going to try to do to jam it? Because I mean, there is the locking mechanism where there is a keyhole, but then also there's hinges and stuff like that, and there's plenty of ways to block a door. But I'm curious what Dagwood's method is.
My first thought is he uses his claws as lockpicks, so he never has to carry around actual lockpicks. So maybe he gets in the keyhole, manipulates it so that a lock going in would not adjust the tumblers to be able to unlock it.
So you're going to try
them in there,
damage the mechanism somehow,
but temporarily, because I'd like to go into this room also. So. Jam it so that nobody understands why this door is stuck if anyone was trying to open it. But I can go in later.
Yeah, I would say that would probably take a stretch of time, so about 15 minutes of fiddling with it. And then in addition to that, you'd probably have to do a sleight of hand or crafting with a bane.
Okay. I'll do sleight of hand.
Okay.
And just reach in there and try and like fiddle with it to see if I can.
Yeah, I should have just said it's got to be crafting, but you know.
Yeah, why give him an option?
I know. Bad G.
Well, this is where I roll a 19 or a 20, so it's okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Ugh. 12.
Did you? Well, it's got to be Bane though. So roll me.
Oh, sorry.
Roll me another one. Hey, what is going on? Who is Mitchie?
Michigan.
Man, Michigan. Okay, I was like looking for Michael.
Michigan
like,
UFO
no,
Sand Paranormal.
Well, hey, appreciate you hanging out tonight and checking out our actual plays. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Okay, easy. 12 and a 15. That's success. So yeah, you Jimmy this lock. It's going to take 15 minutes. So while that's going on,
It's fine.
Gwydion, Brian, Magnus, you guys have a stretch of time to do something.
I love you
would
too,
you like to
Michigan. Gwydion is
You guys can rest. Well, you guys could do a stretch rest, or you could do something else. Obviously, that would not allow Dagwood to do a stretch rest because he's working on this lock over here.
I'm tapped out on rest. The only rest I can do next is a shift.
Oh, shift. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think Gwydion's just kind of like, he's just going to brood. You know, that's what he does.
Okay, so Magnus, it looks like you are going to do a shift. Or, sorry, a stretch.
Yes.
Okay. So you get 5 willpower points back and then heal 1 condition. All right. Brian, what about you?
Let's see. I mean, I'd like to do a stretch. Can we do a stretch right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys are snoozing while
Yeah.
Dagwood is trying to jimmy the lock or rig it somehow. Okay. So you get 2 HP and 2 willpower back.
Something.
Yeah.
All right. So Dagwood, you successfully rigged the locking mechanism to be temporarily disabled while your party members are kind of resting around. And I guess, I don't know, Gwydion, what are you up to? I see your token bouncing around.
We got to interrogate this hobgoblin that we got alive up here.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Got to pull his fingernails off, pull his nose hairs out,
You just say pull his finger.
pull his finger, yeah.
You could do that too.
That should be enough. While you guys are doing that, so I think Dagwood, while you guys leave the room, he has secured this door, so hopefully nobody's able to come in from the south and surprise them. I think now he would like to try and take an extra 15 minutes to take a stretch rest.
Okay.
That'll be the 15 minutes I use to torture.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, yeah,
So,
because that will give... Yeah, you can go ahead and roll the stretch. You gain 1 HP, 4 willpower back. So that gives Magnus, Brian, and Gwydion a turn to do something.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap this hobgoblin awake.
Okay. He kind of wakes up and spits to the side, blood. He kind of looks at you. He tries to look at you fiercely, but then, you know, eventually pisses himself again once he sees, like, the many individuals around him, including a giant tree man.
It's not Peabody, is it?
Oh, no, that'd be messed up. No, Peabody's a goblin.
Okay, I was just making sure. Like, Peabody could be disguised as a hobgoblin. That could happen.
Oh, man, that would have been great. Could you imagine finding Peabody here? No,
yeah.
he wouldn't have. I guess, yeah, I mean, it's a different party. He could have turned
He's
evil.
from a different party that's died already in here, and he's the only one left.
Yeah.
He's been surviving.
As a hobgoblin.
That would have been great.
That is
Okay.
great.
So, do we want to start with Gwydion then? I guess you wake him up.
Yeah. Full Christian Bale Batman. Where is it? But yeah, he does very gruffly ask, where's the orb?
The orb? So he looks at you, he grumbles and he curses and he's just like,
Where's
I don't
the
know,
ball?
basically. He doesn't know what you're talking about whatsoever.
English, motherfucker. You speak it? So he doesn't say anything even in Goblin?
No, he does say stuff in Goblin. No, he does. He'll say like, no, understand. Like he doesn't know. You're asking for this orb, and he's like, basically doesn't know what the hell this orb is you're talking about.
So I draw my sword, and I point it at the ground, and I try to draw like a ball shape, draw like little sparkles on it. And I point at it. I'm looking for this.
Okay. He starts patting his leather armor, and he finds this little nook that is just open where there's a split in the leather, and he pulls out a very crude copper piece, and he holds it up to you with a shaking hand.
I guess it is a 2D drawing.
Take it.
All right. I'll take the gold, or I'll take the copper coin.
Okay, so you snatch the copper from his hands.
And I shake my head, no, not this. Shit. Do I have anything on me that's shaped like a ball?
Ooh, while I'm resting, I do have marbles if you want. I can get marbles.
Do you have a false
Yes.
eye? Do you have a false eye behind your eye patch?
Oh yeah, do you pop out your eye?
No, I have actually underneath my eye patch I have the what's it from Naruto, the Sharingan. I'm waiting to use it on a boss. But no, he's never lifted his eye patch. You don't know what he's got under there.
Who knows? Could be
No,
a mouth.
yeah, he'll definitely take. Ugh. Why
Like
would you say
Vampire Hunter
that?
D, like Vampire Hunter D, but not on the hand.
Oh my god. Yeah, he'll definitely take a marble from Dagwood.
Yeah, let's say after 15 minutes, you're like frustratingly trying to talk to this guy, and he's just not understanding. And the Dagwood sleepily he trudges out, and he's like, "Here, show him this," and pulls out a marble from his marble sack, and see if that helps.
I hold it in the palm of my hand, and I go like this, like bigger.
Okay,
but bigger.
So while you're doing that, Brian and Magnus, are you guys doing anything while this interrogation is going on?
She's just watching charades, seeing if it's working.
Okay, what about Magnus?
I'm gonna ask my newfound friends if they've seen an orb.
I forgot they were there.
So I know. So Gwydion, while you're slapping this hobgoblin, taking this marble from Dagwood, you hear Magnus ask this question to one of the dwarves next to you, and he grumbles something in Dwarvish that you can't understand. And the dwarf, he scratches his beard, he thinks for a moment, and he says, the word that you glean is leader, chieftain.
I imagine Gwydion could like cartoonishly slapping around this goblin, beating him up, and then Magnus just turns to the guys with him watching. So have you guys seen an orb?
just screaming at him.
Yeah.
Orb! This bigger.
You guys remember what it looks like, right? Or what it was said to look like?
Is this one the black?
Yeah, it's a black pearl, like a large black pearl, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brian has Tefala's necklace. Are there any pearls on that?
No, I think it was more like a religious kind of, almost like a. No, wait, shit, I don't even remember. Was it? I think it had like a. He gave it to you to. Was it to these people to know who he was? I can't even remember. I think it was like a symbol of Eladane, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
Yeah, it was like an amulet of Eladane. So yeah, it's kind of like a leather thong with a little metal Eladane symbol. So no pearls.
Thong, 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 thong.
But Magnus, I guess are you gonna divulge this information, because they can't understand the dwarf as he speaks in Dwarvish.
Yeah. So he's gonna turn over and wait. How does Magnus sound again?
Different every time. Depends on which knothole he's speaking out of, I guess, right?
He's basically a flute at this point. All of his branches are just scraped off. So yeah, he's gonna divulge that it's the chieftain that we should be looking for.
Okay. So you guys hear that. And while you guys are conversing, the old man, whose name is Sigvid, he's sitting against the wall. When are we going to get out of here? Aren't you ready to leave? He's just kind of saying that to everybody who is not a prisoner or an ex-prisoner.
You can...
we can't leave. We're looking for something. Once we find it, then we will definitely be making our way.
And he kind of mutters some things to the guy next to him, and the guy next to him pats him on the shoulder and nods.
You are free to go. You're no longer a prisoner of the hobgoblins. And Dago kind of points in the direction of the exit and said, "The exit to the cave is that way."
I understand, but we're weak, and you don't know what lurks outside these caves. There are many dangers in the chasm.
I did see something walking around in the forest the night before. I think it was possibly a troll or a giant of some sort.
Yeah, could have been. Could have been.
We do know. We are experienced adventurers and have been through many adventures together. So we're not rookies, and we know what we're doing.
Forgive my friend. He is just tired and weak, and has been cooped up in this filthy cave for so long, breathing the musk of hobgoblin. Pay no mind to him, friend.
Do you have any idea where this chieftain might be?
So the one of the dwarves kind of perks up as you say the word chieftain, as if maybe he understands that at the very least of common.
Mm-hmm.
And he says to Magnus, he kind of points to the south and indicates that his chamber perhaps is in that direction where he stays.
Okay. So Dagwood will see that point, and it will look over at Gwydion and at Brian and say, "Well, might as well get going while we still have daylight." Or actually, I'm not sure what time of day it is.
Well, the last few sessions have been combat, which is really quick, as you know.
It's been like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, you guys have a couple rests. I would say probably an hour tops. Since 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Somewhere within an hour.
Yeah.
I look at the hobgoblin that we have still.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of like point at myself. And I tell him, I'm Gwydion. Who are you? And I put my finger like on his chest, pointing at him.
Oh, you're like asking for his name?
Yeah, name.
Okay. He says, Filgor.
Say Kilgore?
Filgor. Me,
Oh.
Filgor.
Kilgore. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should we just kill him? Or...
No.
If he wants to join the party.
He hears kill and starts just waving his hands. Oh, please, no.
I could use a squire. I'm gonna give.
And he's already proven himself by peeing himself on the.
There you go.
You know.
Peabody
Yeah,
number
but
2.
And that has worked out before.
But he didn't roll any nat ones. Like that's why Peabody was MVP. He rolled a nat 1 and pissed himself. It was great.
That's true. Yeah.
Have we asked him about the chieftain yet?
No, not about the chieftain.
I've not.
I say the word chieftain to what was it again? Filgor?
Yeah.
Feel good? Chieftain.
Why don't you roll me a persuasion with a boon? Because he hears this, and he looks a little bit hesitant.
Got an 8.
Okay, yeah, I guess you don't need to double boon it anyway. Okay, he.
I added the boon, but I have a bane, so it just canceled it out.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So he reluctantly points a shaky arm to the south, and then snatches it back to himself as if someone was trying to steal it, as if he's ashamed of it.
So we know the chieftain is through that door that you hindered its locking mechanism, correct, Dagwood?
I did, but easily corrected. So we can open that door whenever we'd like.
What's down this way?
I also from the stretch rest, I removed one condition, so I removed my Constitution condition. Just so you know that I did remove one, so that's the reason why.
Somehow I'm controlling Ducky's token too. Oh
Just
no, not any.
drag select a marquee anywhere, and that should deselect everything. And then you should be able to click on yourself.
Oh my, I don't know why I'm moving.
All right. So yeah, you guys are standing here. You heard the information of the chieftain perhaps might be to the south from both the dwarf and this captured hobgoblin. What would you like to do?
Do we try to just rest here? Like, fully? You think that lock will hold up?
Oh, it'll hold. Dagwood looks worriedly at the door.
That
So
would
if you
just
go to
lean against it, sleep against. the
yeah,
door.
there is also that other door. I don't know if you remember Dagwood. There is another.
Was it this
door.
one right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, I can go check out that door real quick.
Yeah, that door, just a reminder, I believe you inspected it earlier. It is an iron door that has no locking mechanism on the outside. It is locked though, or blocked by some means. You're not sure. But
That's right. I think I remember that we tried it, and we may even tried to attack it to see if we could break it down, and it didn't work. So.
Oh, no. That's right. You did. I remember how many HP it has. That's right. I think it had... Shit, I should have kept that D20 out. I think it had like 18 hit points left or something like that. Yeah, everything Dragonbane has, inanimate objects have HP. So you guys were, I think it was Gwydion who tried to hack at it with a sword, if I remember correctly.
I mean, we could try to rest and then like do an actual full rest, but for sure, hobgoblins are going to walk in here.
It is pretty early, so if you guys did an actual shift rest, it's probably going to be nighttime when you wake up.
That would be okay with me. And I could just attack with my Midnight Dagger would not have the vein on it.
Mm-hmm.
We could see if these guys would be grateful that we freed them and they kind of protect us while we sleep.
Yeah, you could. I mean, they could keep an eye out, but they are not... You can tell looking them over, they're not going to be useful for any kind of combat. Maybe fodder at the very least. Or at the very most, I guess.
Is there room in one of these like these places that they were being held prisoner for all of us to go inside? And like, is there any room at all to like
the one
lock
chamber
ourselves into a room?
Yeah, so the one chamber where the 3 guys were, there's enough for 3 people. That's about it. And then the 2 dwarves, enough room for 2 people. So one of you could go into the dwarven area, or 2 of you. And the other 2 or 3 could go into the other chamber with the where the 3 guys were.
I think we should try that. Try to like go in there, lock ourselves in, sleep, and then come out and then attack, continue fresh, and hopefully meet the chieftain fresh. Gwydion agrees.
Yeah, where's Gwydion? Gwydion agrees. Okay, so how are you going to split yourselves up?
Brian could probably...
Dagwood will just... Go ahead.
And these doors, it's a little tricky because these doors only lock from the outside. These are dungeon doors, so there's not like, keys, or I mean, there's not like a keyhole on the inside of this thing. So realistically, Dagwood, you'd have to lock everybody in, pretty much, and then I guess
fine. So why don't you guys take the 3-person one? I'll lock you in, and then I'll go into the other one and lean against the door. There's no way they're pushing me aside, and it's basically a lock. It's better than a locked door.
That'd be hilarious if you died or something and they're locked inside.
Right, and they just die. So if you guys want to do that, I would be fine with that.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's going where?
If you 3 go into the 3-person cell, I'll lock you in so that you're safe, and then I'll go into the other one by myself.
And are you informing the rest of these gentlemen who are sitting around here, resting, what's going down, or are you guys just kind of closing yourselves in quietly?
We probably should.
Yeah, we'll let them know.
Won't disturb us.
Okay, so you're letting them know you're locking yourselves in these...
Yeah.
In these cells. Okay. You hear over here...
So he'll ask maybe the one that speaks... one of them does speak English? Okay, so he'll let him know, like, here's what's going on. So, and he'll just kind of go through the idea behind this and say, I don't know what you want to do in the meantime. I'm guessing you don't want to go back in your cells, but you don't want to leave. So I maybe might find a hiding place in here and wait and let us know if anybody comes in, if you need us, and then we'll come out. But we really need to sleep mechanically.
One of the old guy, he stands up. I've had enough of this. You are mad. You are going to lock yourselves in a jail cell. It's where we've spent many, many weeks starving. And then he kind of looks down to one of his companions. I am through with it. I will take my chances on the outside. And then the other guy says, wait. Sit down. And they kind of start arguing amongst themselves. The two dwarves are kind of like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, because they can't really understand you. Unless Magnus is trying to communicate that. So do you guys just ignore them and kind of keep doing what you're doing?
Well, Gwydion will recommend that they arm themselves at the very least with whatever weapons are lying around from the dead hobgoblins.
Yeah, there's plenty.
And you know, if something is happening, you guys, you 3, 4, 5 of you can rest in here. And if something starts to happen, wake us up and let us know. But we're going to sleep in here for extra protection.
What about us? We are weaker than you. You are armed. You are armored.
That's why you'll wake us up and let us know if something's coming through the door.
It'll be too late. Don't you understand? I don't have the keys to this cell.
We do. Dagwood does.
Yes, you don't need the keys to the cell.
Yeah, he's got his nails.
And he like shows his claws like a cat. He like stretches and his claws come out.
So why don't you guys roll me as you're talking to this group of people? They seem to be kind of, you know, not too keen on this plan.
Persuasion with a bane.
Yeah. Why don't you roll? You guys, since you guys are all kind of doing this, yeah, just give me a persuasion. Okay, 16. Dang, what is your persuasion at?
18.
Okay, so Gwydion, I guess you your presence and your way with words talks him down, and he this old man who's kind of been standing up in opposition to this plan, he finally nods in agreement and sits back down on the ground and holds this hobgoblin spear to his chest protectively. I still don't like it, but all right.
Okay. So if you 3 want to go into that other cell, then Dagwood will lock you in.
Yep.
And what are you doing with this hobgoblin who's tied up? He's
staying
awake.
with me for right now.
You're pulling him into one of the
cells with me, yeah.
Okay, so we can only fit 3 in that one and 2 in the other. So how are you guys dividing up who's joining who in what cell? Is it Gwydion and the hobgoblin in the dwarven cell and everybody else in the other one? And then I guess Dagwood, since you can't lock yourself in, are you just going to be hanging on the outside?
Well, I can go in the 2-person cell. This is it, right? The one that I'm in right now.
Yeah. Well, the 2-person one's up here.
Okay. Oh, okay. So he'll go
this
over
is
to
2-person.
The one that I'm in right now is the 3-person.
That's the 3 guys came out of this one. 2 dwarves were in this one.
Okay. So he'll lock you guys into this one, and then he'll go up to this one, and he will close the door, I'm guessing iron door again.
Mm-hmm.
And he will kind of push all the scraps and the the disgusting hay that these people have been sleeping in for however long, up to the door, and then he'll kind of like prop himself up against the door and just and fall asleep, kind of like half sitting, half laying down.
Okay.
Against the door. So like even if somebody tried to open it, they'd have a really tough time trying to push this massive cat and all of this junk that's pushed up against it to the side, is what he's thinking at least.
Okay. All right. So you guys all situate yourselves inside. So I guess Gwydion is in here along with... Now, why can't I just move you in there? There we go. Along with this guy, this hobgoblin. You drag him in. What about everybody else? What about Magnus and Brian? So there's room for one more in Gwydion's cell and then Dagwood's cell.
Real quick. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say Brian's probably in Gwydion's cell.
Okay, so Brian, you join Gwydion along with a stinky hobgoblin.
How do you spell his name?
She's a stinky hobgoblin also, right?
Filgor.
Okay, Fil. Filgor.
Yeah, you're right. She is a stinky hobgoblin. So, you enter and in these close quarters, and he kind of looks at you strangely, confused. Brian. And Magnus, are you going to go into his cell, or are you? Oh, it looks like you already are. You went in with Dagwood.
If I can fit, yeah.
Yeah. You can barely fit two of the biggest guys in this little dwarven cell. You guys, you guys are like water in a hole, basically, right here. You guys are just filling every little gap.
Yeah,
okay.
We're like sleeping in one of those Japanese pod beds.
Yeah.
Squeeze ourselves into it.
Okay, so everything goes dark as you guys seal yourselves into these rooms. Well, I guess some of them are sealed. The others are not. A little bit of the torchlight is trickling in through the bars that are on the upper part of the door. But if you guys want to do a full shift rest, go for it.
Nice. Yes, Grandpa, I am trying to get a Hobgoblin Squire. And the reason why is you can play as a Hobgoblin in the game, so if Gwydion dies, that could be my backup character.
Another PP Pants Hobgoblin, or a Nightkin, I guess.
Nightkin, yeah.
Okay. So, time passes. You guys all wake up as refreshed as you can be in these very cramped quarters. But the air is thick with goblin stench. And, what would you guys like to do?
Well, we need
wake
to
up.
eat.
Dagwood will get up first and basically do what we planned on doing. He'll let everybody out. He'll lock their cell. Everybody's good. All the guys out here are not dead.
Yeah, they're all alive. Some of them are kind of nodding off, and the old guy's asleep, snoring away. The two dwarves are also pretty tired. One of them looks like they may have gotten a little bit of sleep, but the other one looks pretty haggard still.
So before we go down and down to that south, and I unlock that door and we go and proceed looking for the chieftain, we could escort them out and like get them up into the forest before we come back, just so that they're not just hanging out in here.
Yeah.
Like, it's like right there.
Yeah, we could do that.
So that's the plan?
I mean, if everybody else is cool with it, like, We can say like, okay, now that we're full health, follow us. We'll get you out of here, and you can go ahead and continue traveling to safety, and we don't have to worry about you anymore.
Yeah.
You can fuck off.
Unless you want to stay back in here or come with us, we could use the help.
What? The old man again speaks up, the troublemaker of the bunch. I thought you were going to lead us to safety. The forest is dangerous. I have no idea how far a journey it is to safety. You're just like,
Nope.
I don't care.
No place safer than heaven, friend.
Oh,
Yeah. Or perhaps you'd like it back in your cell, Your Highness.
Wow. Okay. Oh, he harumphs. He harumphs.
What do you want us to do? Do you want to stay here? Do you want to come with us, or do you want us to help you go outside?
Very well. Lead us to our deaths.
All right, let's go.
All right. So everybody follows you outside. You guys lead them to the cave, the cave exit that has that little path where they can walk down. You look down upon the chasm. The fires are still burning. There are no other hobgoblins around, though. Everything is exactly as you left it. There's kind of a fog drifting in to the chasm floor from the entrance, but yeah, everything looks exactly the same. Other than that,
Okay, yeah. So Dagwood will like wish them well, let them know where they are, maybe show them the map, and just be like, "Here's where you are. Follow the stars to safety."
follow the stars to safety.
I think he maybe has heard somebody say that before, that you can navigate by using the stars at night, and he probably doesn't know how to do it, but he'll act as though he does.
Right?
See that
Probably
star right
does.
there? If you follow that star, it will lead you to the road.
All right, they all kind of look at you and they're resigned to their fate and start to plod off in that direction.
Did the dwarves go with
Looks
them?
back of the group.
Yeah, the dwarves left as well, unless you didn't want them to.
Okay. No, they can go.
He looks back at the group and is like, "How did they reach adulthood? They can't do anything by themselves."
It's a good point. Gwydion's going to turn to Philgor. And is Philgor wearing like his leather armor and stuff like that? Like he was equipped for battle?
Mm-hmm.
So Gwydion's going to like inspect his armor, maybe tighten it in places, you know, like when you're putting a raincoat on a child. Like, all right, this needs to be tucked in like this. This is bad here.
Yeah.
He's gonna kind of, you know, give him the militaristic check. He's gonna put a what weapons do the hobgoblins have that they were using?
I don't think he has any on him right now, but they were. Right. Let me see here what he had. So he had a dagger and a bow.
All right, I'm gonna, you know, pick up a dagger, pick up a bow, give him that. But I'm also gonna, can we give him also one of the spears? Like that main guy that we killed down here, he had a spear.
Yeah, I mean, you can. There's weapons strewn all over the floor, you know, in here.
I'm gonna give him a spear as well on top of his normal kit.
Okay.
And I'm going to use his name, Philgor, and kind of like put my hand on my chest, like in a beating way, and see if he mimics it.
Yeah, so he looks like he's got he just looks at you and he does it. He sees you giving him all of this gear. He's not quite sure why. maybe he thinks you're gonna duel him.
I'll kill him if that comes to that.
And you're just giving him weapons. Yeah, he looks at you and he mimics the same thing, and as if he's waiting for some kind of event to happen, good or
I'll
bad.
extend a hand out,
like to help him up.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, he looks at the hand momentarily and reaches out hesitantly.
All right, I'll pull him up.
All right, you pull him up,
and I won't say anything else. I'll just,
So he's all untied, right? You already said you untied him and everything. Okay.
Yeah, he's untied. He's
okay.
I geared him up, and I look at the others. I look at you guys, and I'm like, if he betrays us, we know we can eliminate. I use a word that he wouldn't know. We can eliminate him, no problem. But
difficult word.
But I'm going to see what I can do with this ruffian. He might prove useful in the future when I die.
I think Dagwood, as you do that, Dagwood walks over to him and kind of like leans over because he's much taller than him, I'm thinking, and kind of like looks him in the eye, and he sees like a little dirt on his face, on his cheek, so he like licks his thumb and like wipes it off like a mom wipes off dirt from a little kid, and he will like point, like put his claw in his chest, and he'll like point, and then point at all of us, and then point back at him, and kind of like as the impression like you're with us.
Okay.
And try to like mimic that, like you are one of us now.
He's only a little bit taller than Brian, right? Isn't he like dwarf sized, and goblins are like halfling sized?
Yeah, he's probably a little bigger than Brian.
Okay.
He's still kind of unsure of what to make of this situation, but he doesn't flee, or he doesn't say anything.
Let's give him a piece of food, a piece of ration to eat.
Okay.
Nothing gets me more pumped to jump whoever you don't like with the boys than a good meal right before we do it.
I think you're going to have to ration because us two probably wouldn't.
Oh yeah, you guys did sleep another night, so make sure to mark off another ration.
Yeah, Dagwood's not giving up a ration.
Yeah.
Magnus,
but
would you be willing to lend a ration to our new friend Phil Gore here?
Well, I have no use for them.
That's right. I think you guys took some. Didn't you take them from him already?
Probably.
Like a few sessions ago?
He still has 2 left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
it does sound like something we do, though.
It does. Where are we? Are we all? Okay, I'm just behind. There we go.
So, yeah, you give this over to him, and he kind of sniffs it and takes a little nibble off it and holds it close to his chest and just kind of like nods like this.
Did we find any coin on any of these hobgoblins that we've killed? Were any of them carrying any copper?
The only one that was Phil Gore, and he handed it off to Gwydion when he was asking about the orb.
Okay, then this might make an impression then. Dagwood will reach into his coin pouch and he'll pull out a handful, like a fistful of gold pieces, and he's going to hand one to Gwydion, and he's going to hand one to Brian, and he's going to hand one to Magnus, and then he's going to take one and put it back in the pouch for himself, and then he's going to hand the last one to him, and he's going to like hold it like to his chest and like say, like kind of like that this is yours. And then he will put the pouch away and kind of like make the impression, like, again, like you're with us, here's a gold piece. And I don't know if this guy's ever maybe even seen or held a gold piece.
he seems just completely dumbstruck. Like he's unable to convey. I mean, you can see just like a spectrum of emotions go across his face, and he takes it and he stuffs it inside a small area of his leather, and holds his hands over it, keeping it close to his heart.
It's going to be the gold piece that stops a killing arrow.
Totally. Yeah, so you
and
see
then
like
Dagwood will like
small...
pat him on the shoulder.
Okay.
Just like lightly, he'll just like pat him and give him a smile, and then kind of turn like as if he's going to like we're going to start moving to the south.
Yep. Let's head to the door.
Okay. So you guys all together head in that direction.
Dragonbane really is about just becoming friends with goblins and hobgoblins.
Clearly.
If you want to boil it down to one thing, that's what this is.
Next campaign will become
goblin
we did
friendship simulator.
We became friends with the orcs in the last campaign too.
Yeah, it should be called Goblin Boon, right? Not Dragonbane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys are making your way down south. Yeah, let me remove all of these guys. They're no longer here. So you guys make your way past the bearskin to the door that the Dagwood rigged, which is still locked. The dead bodies are still here. You hear the scuffle of tiny feet behind you as finally Filgor, he takes the rear. Are you going, Brian?
Yeah.
Okay, so you follow them down there.
Dagwood will unpick the lock, like go in and re-manipulate it to open it back up.
Okay. Now just give me another sleight of hand now. Which I don't even know why.
Here's the 19 and or 20.
Exactly. Here's the 19. You can always break it down. Nope, 13. Okay. You hear a click.
He'll like look at the group, kind of give like a deep breath, and then he'll push the door open.
Okay. You push the door open, and inside you see there is another bearskin. About a couple meters in front of you, draped across the cavern walls. It looks like there's
Do we hear anything
cavern
in here?
beyond that. You don't hear anything whatsoever currently. Just the constant hiss of the torches and the occasional drip drip of cavern moisture.
Okay.
But yeah, you're right there.
Dagwood will go forward and he'll like pull it aside and kind of peek on to the next room on the side of the bearskin.
Okay, so you peek through there and it's complete darkness. You don't see anything whatsoever. The torchlight's kind of bleeding in a very tiny bit, but you can't really see much of anything.
Okay. I get Dagwood will light a torch. He has one torch.
Okay. So you light the torch, you're still standing before this bear rug.
Oh, he's got to go past it, and then in Foundry it'll light up what's ahead of him.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're still basically, on the other side of this obstruction.
He'll push the bearskin aside and step through, holding the torch out in front of him, dagger in one hand, torch in the other.
So you step through, and you hear something whistling through the air right at you.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, I guess I gotta move these out of the way. They're still blocked by foundry walls. There we go. So you step in, Dagwood. Hang on, let me move these out of the way so you guys can get in here. Okay. This arrow comes flying at you from the other side. And I don't think you can get... Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, this arrow, you know, as you tear you tear the bear pelt away, torchlight blazes in. It's almost like this light catches this other hobgoblin off guard, and an arrow, you know, flies through the air, ricochets off the wall, right by your head. And you hear a curse in Hobgoblin.
Well, you got to make up a curse word. What's he say?
Hoorah!
Okay. That was great.
So yeah, you walk in here.
Hey, don't you call me that?
At the corner of your eye, you see that the cavern floor branches wider, and then it goes up into these carved steps from the stone. There is a sleeping pelt in the southern corner over here with a blanket on it, and there are... Yeah, that's all you see right now.
Well, as he throws the bear skin aside, and he the light fills this room, he does see hobgoblins. There, it looks like they're up a step.
Yeah, you see 3 hobgoblins actually. There's 2 individuals that have arrows aimed right at you as you step in, and I forgot to roll for this guy. Another one goes off as you step further into the light. Man, and they are terrible shots. This one again, it ricochets. You're a very large target, but still they miss. It must be the blinding light of the torch as it fills the room. And you see this individual that's kind of behind them, and he's armed with 2 scimitars in both hands, and he's standing there, snarling, and he basically punches the other one in the back. Or one in the back and then the other one in the shoulder, pissed off as you round the corner. So now you can have an action if you'd like.
Dagwood is going to... He looks like he's standing next to like a straw bed.
Yeah, there's a pelt on the floor with on straw. Yeah.
He is going to drop the torch on top of that bed of straw.
Oh, shit.
This on fire.
Okay. So you're going to just drop the torch there. Why don't you roll me a bushcraft check? This is kind of moldy.
I don't have an 18 in bushcraft, Jason.
Oh,
I don't want to roll this if I don't have it.
So the hay here, it's some of it's dry, some of it's kind of moldy. It's a very damp cave, so it may or may not ignite. So why don't you roll me a bushcraft check and see if you can drop the torch and get this thing. Oh, look at that.
Problem.
Okay, so a fire slowly starts to burn where this sleeping pelt is. So let me make that into a fire. Let's see here. What about the rest of you? Uh-oh, we lost somebody. We lost Matt. Forgive the... okay, he's back. He's just in the wrong spot. That's okay. Okay, so yeah, a fire erupts. Starts burning the bed and the hay. I'm going to say this is going to burn for, let's see. Let's roll a d6. That'll be how many rounds this thing is going to be burning. because it's not a ton of hay. Okay, so 5 rounds. I'll leave that up on the screen.
All right.
Okay, so that's your action. You guys, Gwydion, first and foremost, you hear the familiar sound of an arrow just ricochet off the and it kind of like clatters to the ground at your feet on the other side of the bear pelt. I guess Magnus and Brian, you might hear a little bit of something going on, but that's about it. So what I'll do now is get you guys in proper initiative order.
Initiative.
Or initiative, I should say.
Is this hobgoblin the one that is the one that's a little bit bigger in the back? Does he look like a hobgoblin that we've encountered before?
No, but I will say that you do recognize him from when you saw the hobgoblins marching down from the caves at night to join their brethren around the fire, and this does appear to be the one who was barking orders, the leader. So first and foremost, Filgor is up. He can't quite move where he needs to go. He's unsure of what's going on, so he's going to stay put. Magnus, you're up next. You also kind of aren't quite sure what's going on. You hear the sounds of arrows clattering. You hear a hobgoblin curse, but that's about it.
Yeah, so at the sound of the arrows hitting the wall, he's gonna peek around the corner, kind of walk down that hallway and see the fire. And I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna try to pull Dagwood back, and he's gonna fill the room with roots.
Ooh.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're going to cast, what is it called? Entangling Growth.
Yes.
So network of vegetation counts as difficult terrain. So it is a 4-meter radius. So that's a lot. So where are you trying to aim this?
Primarily, like, this corner. Hopefully
so, like,
to catch.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to go 1, 2. It's going to go 1, 2. It's going to basically entangle Dagwood as well.
Am I able
right
to,
here.
like, pull him back, like, behind me?
No, that would be like another action.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can cast it further away if you want. And perhaps... yeah, I guess if you cast it like right here, 4 meters would extend to right here.
Would it still possibly catch on fire?
I mean, it's kind of like live vegetation, so most likely not. Because it's like, it's going to... So it depends on where you put it. So yeah, if you put it right here, it will definitely reach the fire. Whether or not that burns, we'd have to probably determine with a roll or something, because it's not like you're creating like dry firewood. It's presumably like living roots and stuff, so those are going to burn a little bit less easy.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll cast it here then.
Okay,
And,
so then you're okay with it engulfing Dagwood then?
Will it still get him if I cast it up here?
No. Well, if you cast it, it's a 4-meter radius, so you'd have to aim it right basically where this hobgoblin is. See how it would stretch out in that direction?
Mm.
So if you're right here,
okay.
that's gonna, yeah, exactly. That's
okay,
gonna
so
go
I'll do on
all
top
the way.
of it.
Okay, so you're aiming it right there. All right, so yeah, you cast it, and roots and vines and all kinds of growths erupt from the cave walls and the ground, entangling these 3 hobgoblins. So let me draw actually let me scribble something out here. So man, it's going to be all up in this business, this whole area. Okay. So there's like, they're like almost losing their bows. There's vines and roots shooting out under their arms, over their heads, over their shoulders, and they're like caught in this web. So that is your turn, unless you want to move anywhere else. If you have any movement left.
I'll move back to where I was.
Okay, so you move back beyond Gwydion. And Brian, you're up. You see Magnus kind of make his way ahead and then kind of make his way back. What would you like to do? You still have no clue as to what the hell's going on in the other room.
She'll come up a little, see if she can peek and see anything. From here, she probably can't.
Unfortunately, there's a big bear pelt wall like covering visibility on the other side of that door.
She'll just ask Magnus, "Hey, what's going on in there?"
Lots of fire, lots of hobgoblins, and, well, lots of arrows.
All right.
He omitted the vines, the lots of vines. Strangely.
Oh, that wasn't me. Those were there.
So yeah, you see Gwydion kind of standing there in his idle, in his Street Fighter idle state. But then the bear pelt is about 2 meters, or actually 4 meters beyond that. Dagwood's nowhere in sight, unless you see his little tail swishing through beside the bear pelt, maybe.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just go over here and wait.
Okay, so you're just gonna hang out?
Yeah.
Okay. So this guy, he still is holding on to his bow, and he realizes he's stuck, so he is going to try to shoot at the only thing he can see, and that is the big cat Dagwood, standing right there. And he's going to be Bane because he's got all these roots around him. Probably going to fail. Yes, of course, that's a fail. He is unable to. His elbow gets bumps up against a root, and the arrow flies wide. Gwydion, you're up. As another arrow clatters on the floor in front of you.
All right. I will. Why can't I move? There we go. I'll kind of do what everyone else is doing. I'll occupy the spot, take a shot, and then move back where I was, or at least
so
one back.
Gonna have to. You can't occupy the same spot where Dagwood is, but you could like be right here, behind him.
Oh.
And I think you could probably manage to shoot around.
Yeah, one of these right here.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that then. Because that green is everything that's on fire, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not on fire. It's just
rooted.
It's right outside of the fire. Yeah, it's like this entire area is just a big network of vines and roots.
Well, I have a bow, so I'll use it.
And I think you could probably only hit or aim at this guy right here.
Yeah, the closest one to the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Oof. A failure with a demon. And you break your weapon. Any use of the weapon gets a bane until it's repaired.
Okay.
Okay, maybe you just snap it. You ruin its integrity on the cavern wall, but unfortunately that thing's damaged. Just make sure to mark it as broken.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
All right. That's all Gwydion will do.
All right.
He'll curse.
This guy, this chieftain seems really pissed off. He starts hacking at these roots, completely oblivious or uncaring at least with anybody who's entering or exiting the room. So he needs to roll an acrobatics, which is not good. Nope. He can't seem to make his way. He is completely tangled. Dagwood, you're up. As you see this, presumably the chieftain trying to hack his way through the vines that Magnus created.
So just looking at the situation, is there any way to get into melee range with them? Or
it would require,
they're pretty much keeping us back also?
Yeah, it would require an acrobatics check to move through the roots.
Okay.
To a location, and then your attack would be baned regardless because of the roots. And double baned if you're using like a large sword or something that's not, because you're in a cramped space still. Which I think
I'm using my dagger, my midnight dagger.
Okay.
And it is nighttime, so I don't have the bane from that, but it is still broken. I'd forgotten about that, so I made sure to add. I don't know if that little broken symbol had been there before, or if that's a new thing, but I made sure to click that so that I don't forget that it's broken, that I need to get it repaired.
Okay.
So I guess I will try to move up I want to try to get to that location so that I have so I can attack this closest hobgoblin.
Yeah, make me an acrobatics check. See if you can make your way through the perilous vines and roots. Easy. That is a 2. Okay, so you break all of the laws of physics with your big body and somehow move your way through these roots right up to this first hobgoblin who is staring you down with a bow.
Okay, and I'd like to try to stick him with my midnight dagger, please.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, I'm going to say any kind of attacks or dot or parry, dot, anything physical within these, if you're within these vines, will be baned.
Okay. I like that.
In addition to any other banes and boons or whatever.
Yep.
Okay, holy crap, a 20. A demon.
Maybe we should stop for the night, guys.
It's almost that time. Maybe the new year will prove better, prove more lucky. You expose yourself to an enemy who gets a free attack that cannot be dodged or parried.
Honestly.
Oof. Okay, well, all he has at the ready is this this bow, which he is still going to get baned because he's still within these roots. But it's a free attack nonetheless. And it's a failure. He still can't get a proper shot off. The luck of the roots. Okay. But what he does is he tries again. Oh, he's going to be actually shit. I forgot. He should be double baned because his I forgot to do that.
Target is point blank.
Yep. Okay, another failure. And he curses, throwing his bow to the ground, giving up on it. Which brings us to a new round, round 2. Ducky, or Magnus, I should say. What would you like to do?
Yeah, we're gonna make our way back into the room.
Okay.
And I'm gonna target the chieftain. And somehow, some way, I'm gonna summon some lightning.
Oh man. Okay, so this is, you are indoors, so I believe is it baned or does it cost more willpower? One of the
Just
two,
cost
right?
more.
Okay.
I think it costs more, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So let me click that. I was totally on the wrong page. Is it double baned or just single baned?
I don't think you're baned. Yeah, you shouldn't be baned because it's just it's a verbal thing, right? You're just summoning lightning down.
Yeah, the willpower cost is just doubled if it's indoors.
Yeah. Is there like a thing you have to mark? Like, is it indoors? Is there like any kind of element that will automatically deduct that or no?
No.
Nope.
I can only mark power level or boon or bane.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So I guess we'll just make sure to mark double the willpower. And are you casting it at power level 1?
I'm going to do 2.
Okay.
Just because I'm curious to see what happens.
There are a lot of people standing right next to each other. Oh no! And that is lightning flash is unfortunately 17 is a failure. You can push the roll if you'd like though.
Ooh. Yeah, he's a little angry.
Okay, that makes sense.
That should have worked.
That should have worked.
Oh my god.
Whoa! Holy crap. Okay, so yeah, I guess you mutter these words, and there's a little crackle of lightning above the, on the cave ceiling, and the hobgoblins, they look up, and nothing happens.
Damn.
I know, that would have been cool. Okay, so you still have a little movement left, I believe. So are you going to kind of hold your ground by the entangling roots and the fire and Dagwood, or are you going to move on?
He's going to move back because he does not like fire.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, so Dagwood, you're up.
We should not make any more rolls tonight. Wow, we're done.
It's almost. I mean, it's like 2 minutes really. Maybe we can finish this round and call it a night. But
sure.
We'll see what happens.
So yeah, Dagwood is going to attempt to stab this guy again. So the Midnight Dagger with this little like the broken thing checked off. A pop-up box comes up and says the weapon is broken. Are you sure you want to perform an action? And so if I click yes, then the regular thing comes up, but it does not add the bane to it. Like I have to still add a bane to it.
Really?
So it's just a reminder that it's broken, but I still have to remember to add that second bane.
Gotcha. So make sure to add an additional bane because you're fighting within the tangled roots. So that'll be a broken bane. So basically 2 banes. Or 3 banes, I guess.
Push the roll, and I'm going to go ahead and we'll call it for the night. Thanks, everybody, for joining us.
The 19. 2
17s and a 19 in the last.
Why is there
rolls.
3 banes though? Is there? Did it auto? It must have auto calculated the bane then, right?
Maybe it did.
You should be double baned only. You should be bane because of the roots, and then bane because of the broken weapon.
Right.
So it must automatically do it.
The 19 was my first roll, so a 19 and then a dragon was my second roll. So
oh my god, are you gonna push it?
No.
Okay. All right, we're
I don't
moving
want
on.
anything else bad to happen.
This guy, all he's got left is his little dagger. And he is still holding strong. He's the one who threw down his bow in anger. He slashes at you with his little dagger. Unfortunately, just carves off a little sliver of wood, missing you entirely. And then he's going to... You know what? I need to read Entangling Roots to see if it's an action to try to move through it, or if it's just...
You can't move through it. Once you get in it, you're stuck.
No, I'm just curious. I couldn't remember if it was a turn. I got to look at Magnus's roots thingy here. Let's see.
Oh, is it the custom one you made? Or is it the spell?
Oh, shit. The victim is ensnared. Oh, wait. What were you doing, Magnus? Was it Entangling Growth? That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's an acrobat. Okay, so it's not an action. It is the custom one. I totally forgot. So he's still, he's going to try to get the fuck out of here. Okay, he can't. These guys never will. Their acrobatics is terrible.
We're all
Brian,
bad.
Brian, you're up. I know. What is next? What's going to happen?
So she thought everything was going fine, but now she's starting to see that like shit's going down. So she'll come over here. Can she go through them?
You can walk through them, yes. You just can't land. You can't occupy the same spot.
Okay. And then where's the chieftain? This guy?
Yeah, he's way in the back. He's armed with 2 scimitars.
Yeah.
More heavily armored than the other 2.
Okay. She's gonna use her bow.
Okay.
And she would do.
And it's going to be baned as well because this entire area is basically just roots.
Yeah. Okay. She will not twin shot. She will just try her luck with 1 bane. Oh God. Wait. Why is she dazed? When did she get dazed?
Hmm.
The hell?
Agility? I don't remember that.
When-
I remember
when
you did a long
Your
rest.
shift rest, it should have removed all of your conditions.
Click that maybe? Okay, she's not dazed. Okay. You kidding me?
At least
Oh,
it's
man.
not funny.
All right, she's dazed now. She's disheartened.
A 19. So you're going to push it.
Bro. All right.
Wow!
You're weird.
Another demon. Why don't you roll the mishap table and we'll see what happens.
I hit myself. Cool.
You shoot yourself, so you roll for damage as usual, but without damage bonus. So you can manually do that, which would be, what is your damage?
D10.
So yeah, roll a d10 as you shoot yourself in the
Probably
foot.
10, right? Okay.
Strangely, so yeah. So you lose 2 HP
Nice.
as you stab yourself in the foot. Man,
Those are pretty
we are
stupid.
not ending 2025 on a high note, guys. I don't know what to say, but do you want to move anywhere, or are you?
Yeah, I think she can move.
Do you have enough movement left?
Yeah. Wait.
Not that way.
This way and then this way? No, she can't do that. And I can't land on the same score as someone else.
No.
Land?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't be on the same one.
She will
So you have
not.
to stay put. Okay. All right. So this guy is trying to. Trying to get out, and he still can't. The scout is going to fire at the little halfling who just entered the room. However, it's going to be baned, of course. Wow, he actually hit.
Great.
And you've already gone, unless you have another ability you'd like to use that will allow you to dodge not on your turn, but...
Yeah, she does. She's doing it.
Okay. So use your, what is it, fancy footwork or whatever it is?
Footwork, yeah.
So make sure to use that. Okay, you spent 3 willpower, so you can try to do your evade. Ooh, wow, look at that. Okay. You dance, because you rolled a 1, if you want to like fancy footwork back into the cave beyond what your movement is, I would allow it.
Okay, she goes, whoop.
Yep. Okay. Gwydion, you're up as a Brian just swiftly dances around you.
Man, I don't know what he can do, really. I guess he can start moving his way down and into the thicket.
Okay.
Sword and shield in hand.
Okay, so give me an acrobatics check. So you can move
Acrobatics?
through it. Yeah.
Roll.
Ooh. Look at that. Okay. I'll say.
So I can move in?
I'll say with that you can move in and out without a second roll.
Can I
Since you
move
rolled the
in
dragon.
2 spaces?
Yeah. Yeah, you can
I'll do
move as
that.
far as you want with a
I'm gonna
successful
get
acrobatics.
right up on all of these guys. And I'm going to attack the leader.
Okay, the big double scimitar guy. Go for it. And this, don't forget, this is going to be baned, and then you are in a cramped space, so if you are attacking with your sword, that's going to be a double bane.
Well, it's a... Let's see.
Unless you stab, right? Unless you just don't do
Yeah,
a
if you use
slash.
if you do a piercing attack, yeah.
All right. I'm going to make this roll. I'm curious if it's going to take all of this into account. Well, I'll add 1 bane because I don't think it'll take into account the cramp space.
It doesn't automatically. So, are you using a piercing weapon?
No, I'm using slashing.
Slashing. Okay, so then you'll have to manually add it then. Yeah. Still a success with a 12.
Not great
8
damage.
points
But
of damage still. Okay, so we will target that. So yeah, you slash through the roots and make your way to his armor, which is studded leather. It looks like.
Yep.
Now you can still, because you got that dragon on the acrobatics check. Do you want to move out of there?
Nope. I'll stay in there.
Okay.
And the last thing he does is he yells out Kilgore's name.
Okay. You yell out to Filgore, and he starts moving. What's his movement? 10. Oh, that's as far as he can go.
All right.
Okay, well, that brings us to the end of the round. I guess we're going to end it there, everybody. So we end yet another one still in combat. Hopefully this might be the last one. We'll see. So thanks for hanging out with us. If you were still here on the stream, appreciate it. All the lurkers as well that joined us a little bit late. It's been a hell of a year with Dragonbane. We're going to continue it into the new year as well as introduce some other games.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thanks again for hanging out with us all this time and helping us grow the channel. And we will see you next year. So have a great New Year, New Year's Eve, if you're doing anything for it. And I'm looking for the stop stream button, so I'm just talking. Yeah, we will see you then. Have a great night, everybody.